Surprise, surprise. Wow, I look tired. I am a little tired. I've been up for quite a while. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Let's start off there, shall we? But yeah, Thanksgiving. Post-Thanksgiving dinner. 2, in fact. I went Hobbit this year. 2 sets of families that I had to visit. Wasn't really planning on streaming tonight, gotta admit, but I am pretty addicted to this Pokemon game, and I want to progress a little further in the story so I get some other things unlocked, you know? But, yeah. So decided, why not? Let's give it a go. Today is going to be a Pokemon stream night, at least until I get maybe another badge and defeat another Titan or 2. I want some more abilities for my Koryodon. So, why don't we just jump on in here then, yeah? Alright, and turn this down and turn this on. There we go. That's how the magic is made, folks. Okay, cool. I think we're ready. So, I've been doing some playing offline, mostly exploring. You'll notice I've caught a few Pokemon. My Primeape evolved. Crocodile is pretty close, I'm pretty sure is going to evolve at the next level here. But I really wanted this dude. Citotl. I'm going to call it Citotl. I forget the actual Latin name for whales, but that's what it's a play on. I just don't know how to pronounce it. But yeah, it doesn't listen to me. It's too high level. In fact, anything that's above a 25 that I catch seems to not really pay me much mind. And I want to change that. So to do so, I need to get a little bit further in the game. Plus, I also want some Ultra Balls. I don't like Great Balls, and it's getting harder to catch things with just Pokeballs. I mean, this little guy took forever to get. I think he's actually bigger than some other ones. I caught a different one that was small, and then I saw this one and it was taller than a couple of other ones that it was standing next to, so anyway, none of that matters. What matters is we get going. I want to let me show you on the map actually. So I pretty much, well, that's a little too far out, but I've pretty much only been on this side of the map. I did rush all the way over here. Wait. No, I guess all the way over here, damn. To get to the ice area where I could find that Pokemon. But I have not been over here at all, so I decided let's backtrack a little bit and just see what's going on over this way. So, who are you? Oh, I already beat you. Okay. So I'm thinking, let's get these 3 out of the way, whatever these are, and we'll do these 2, and we'll call it a night. We got a mission. We got a couple missions. First and foremost, let's head over to where does it? No. Yes, let's head over to this thing and see if we can figure this out. Alright, how do I clear my flag? I don't want my flag anymore. There we go. Alright, let's move out. But let's not put you up front. The reason I was using Cap's Kid is because my guy's pretty overpowered at this point. And that's just from like catching Pokemon. So I'm going to put you back up front. Actually, you know what? Let's see. Maybe I'll use somebody else. I've actually caught one of these crabs. I know who that this is the Titan Pokemon because I've seen one. I've seen the other crabs, and two, I kind of spotted it in the distance. So let's see, what can I use instead? I've decided to retire or put on hiatus Charcadet. They're taking a little long to level up, and they're not very strong. Oh, I caught this Tauros yesterday. Fire and Fighting. I thought that was pretty badass. I might bring that with me, actually. Let's see, what else do we get? Yeah, I caught a couple Tinkatuffs. The Tinkatuff I have, she's only, like, she's quirky, so she doesn't really have any special stats raised, so I caught a couple different ones just to see if I could get something maybe better. This one is okay, and I might switch to this one at some point, but for now, I'm going to just keep the one that I have. Also caught this Ghost Dog. And just a few moments ago, I caught one of these guys. So yeah, just as I expected, they are rock. Yeah, let's take Tauros out for a spin. I hope it listens to me. It is at 25. This will be a good test, actually. I do like this version of Tauros. Flame Charge. Flame Charge. Come on, Tauros. Be a bro. Alright. I think it'll be okay. I think because it's at 25, it'll be okay. But I'm not worried about this thing. If it's a rock type, I got like so many things that I can use against it. But yeah, I already battled some of these trainers too, so we're just going to move on past them. I'm quickly learning that I really don't like the gimme ghoul noise, so every time I go to an area and I hear one, I try to find it as quick as possible, because there's one particular one that I can't find it, and it's at a Pokemon Center, so whenever you go to that Pokemon Center, you just hear that like the entire time, and it's annoying. I don't think I've actually been this way precisely. You there, good artist. How are you? Would you like to battle me? There was that rock wall. There was that Pokemon. Incredible, you know? Well, I hope to see them soon. But what do you have, Laura? Now, so interesting take that these artists are like in the desert. Like, I hope you're not tagging up the rocks, because I really hate when people do that in real life. Like, I'm all for it. You know, take up a city. Maybe more of a train. I don't care about trains. Some parts of the city I probably would prefer not to be tagged up, but don't ever tag up nature. That's just so gross. But anyway, let's kill Vivillon. Yeah, you should be ashamed of yourself, Laura. Good. Now, go home and think about your life, and respect nature, goddammit. I have not been up there, but I will leave that for another time, because I want to get to this as quick as possible. Because I don't know how long I'm going to stream tonight, so if I want to meet those goals, I gotta Keep the eyes on the prize. Alright. Suicide jump, let's go! Splat. Oh, hey, not Diego. I like it a lot, actually. I know there have been some issues that I've experienced myself, even, with, like, how it looks and how it performs, but ultimately, I like the freedom. Like, I've been just having fun riding around and seeing different areas, seeing different Pokemon. So, I'm having a lot of fun with it. Yeah, I do hope that they do patch it at some point, but so far, I'm at least pleased. Have you played it? Either this one or Violet? I decided to go with the Scarlet because I always pick the redder color game whenever I play Pokemon. So, Fire Red was my first one, and I went Gold. Ooh, what came after? Ruby, Pearl, White, and so forth. But I think I like Koryodon more than the other futuristic-looking legendary lizard. So, I'm pretty happy with this particular version of the game, even. Alright, Cloth. The Stony Cliff Titan. Damn, I kicked his ass. Yeah, same. Like... Oh, he's running away. Did I beat it? No, it's gonna do its thing, I bet. Yeah, I played, when I first played it, I think the biggest error I've had so far was, I did this with one of my Pokemon. Like, I sent him out, and it ran away from me, and I could not call it back, so I had to chase it down, until eventually it started, like, just fighting a field of Jigglypuff, and for some reason that triggered it so I could get it back again, but I've not had any real major problems with it. Surprise! Can I jump down on you? Ugh. Oh, I'm dead. I somehow escaped. Is eating. Oh, what's up, Arvin? Yes, I found it. Stony Cliff Titan. No Cloth has got any business. No Cloth has got any business that big. It's gonna be even stronger now after eating those herbs. This dude and his herbs. I also know people have not liked a lot of the designs of the Pokemon. So far, I'm liking more than I don't like. Well, this is looking a little rough. Shouter, let's survey helping of defeat. Yeah, I think Flamigo is pretty basic. Like, they really just did a Flamigo. Like, there's not really anything special about it. But there's, see, I think the one that I'm not so sure about is, there is like, I don't know the name of it, but they're in the field, in a field. They're like little yellow, like jellyfish looking things. That one in its second form I'm a little about, but like for example, Cloth here. I think Cloth is a great design for a Pokemon. And I love how this Tauros turned out. Also, if you can see my Pokemon, Tinkatuff is quickly becoming one of my favorites. Yeah, the ostrich one. It just looks so strange. It doesn't really look like an ostrich. And the thing before, it doesn't, like, how does that turn into an ostrich? Oh, he called me his little buddy. These Titan Pokemon are yeesh. I sure don't like having something so tough out to get me. I'm also, I guess one part that I wish they had changed a little bit is they basically give you two options at the beginning, right? Like you can go out the I think the west gate to get to a gym first, or the east gate to get to here first. Well, I went to the west gate. I did all that, and now I'm deciding to come back on this side, and everybody's still lower leveled, so it's not much of a challenge. Like I just beat this thing in like 2 hits. And that's because I've already had all that like growth on the other side. So I wish they like kind of scaled things as you grew. I knew it. But I am enjoying the freedom. Like there's like 3 different stories that you can do at your own pace. That's really cool. And I'm hoping I get a new power-up with this. Something that could climb would be really helpful. Let's see, the sweet herb Mystica is good for gut health, and it aids digestion. So it's good for stomach aches, or when you want to simulate the old appetites. If I could just slip this into a tasty sandwich and get him to eat some, who's him? So I would guess you're probably ahead of me. I've only played this a couple days ago, like started a couple days ago, and I've only been playing for short bursts, but my theory is Arvin has the futuristic Pokemon. Or maybe not. Maybe he has a Hualucha. Or did he just say Hualucha? But all right. Oh, you know what? I randomly came across a shiny Mankey. My first time playing, like my first like couple hours in. I got really lucky, really excited. It's gonna steal my sandwich again. Here you go. Oh, you don't want my stuff. You want his. Oh. You're just being polite now. It's learned manners. You're helping me out a whole bunch with the hard stuff, so it's only fair that you get more. I definitely, absolutely did not make extra so that Koryodon could have a sandwich, okay? Well, at least it's probably the best kind of being upset, right? You still got a shiny at the end of the day. Like, Mankey shiny, it's green. That's not my favorite. I don't really like the green shinies. But I do know that there's another form of Primeape in this game, so I'm at least hoping that'll look cool. Dash. Okay, so you're just faster now. Damn it. Oh, well, I mean, that's better than nothing, I guess. Man, these Herba Mystica really do pack a punch, don't they? I mean, they better, or else I'm really up the creek. Don't you dare touch that. That isn't for you. Man, this guy really hates Koryodon. He's gonna, like, punch him out. Oh, sorry, I shouldn't have shouted like that. I guess I should at least tell you the full story, Chris. Okay, backstory time. Was I right? Oh, never mind. This is my boss, Tiff, my partner. Oh, is he dying? Oh, is this game gonna give me the feels now? Here you go, bud. Eat up. The sandwich should help you feel better. Slowly now. Take your time. Small bites are fine. Just chew nice and slow. My buddy here was hurt pretty bad a while ago. Real bad, in fact. Never fully recovered. I mean, I would not ask these questions because I'm sure obviously he's trying. They said there wasn't any regular old injury or illness. Is it Mabostif? Or Mabostif? I'll go Mabostif. Here's the only thing in the world I care about. The only thing. So I promised I'd make him better, whatever it takes. I searched online, I read books, I looked all over, and I tried every cure and remedy I could find. But nothing really worked. I'd almost given up hope. That's when I found about the Herba Mystica. I found it in my mom's lab. Alright, he's, what is her name? Sada's son, or, yeah, son. It's this book full of crazy stories and legends and things and stuff nobody usually believed. But I believe it. I think that what it says is true. Oh, what happened to Mopsabos's what happened to the dog's face? It's like some textures disappeared underneath it. And according to this book, eating all 5 Herba Mystica can cure anything that ails you. Case in point, mob stuff. If I don't know why I keep having trouble with that. Paws were cold as ice before he ate that last herb, but now they've warmed up a little. I'm sure they have. Oh, it's a handkerchief. Oh, you done eating, bud? Please stand up. Oh, okay. Well, I can see. What sucks is it's a dog, it's like a real dog. So it's like really sad. It's been so long since he was able to open his eyes. I was so worried. Oh man, I'm so glad. Oh, look at him. Those fiery orange little eyes. Hard to even tell if they are open or not, but I know the difference. The power of these herbs is amazing. I knew the book wasn't lying. I'm gonna bring Mabostif back to full health. I swear it. Oh, yeah, so that's my story. 3 herbs to go. Let's find them together. I mean, you could have just told me that from the beginning. I would have been even more motivated to help you. Hello, Chris. This is Sada. I detect that Koryodon has regained more of its original power. It seems it will now be able to dash at high speeds while you're riding upon it. If you strike a tree... Oh, okay. I'm relying on you to continue taking good care of Koryodon. Let's try this out. How do I dash with it, though? I probably should have looked at that. Oh, okay. Push the stick in. Alright, so if like I said, I've taken out most of these trainers already, so let's head off to what I think is the next gym. Because I want to unlock some more different types of balls to use. Wait, am I going the wrong way? I'm going the wrong way, aren't I? Yep, completely the wrong way. Where do I need to go? Let's go up here. Okay, that's a gym. What are you? Okay, so I haven't done any of these guys yet, so let's do gym first, then we'll go see them. If you're still there, Diego, or not Diego, what is the one in Violet called? The Coryodon's equivalent. Oh, thank you for the follow. So Miraidon, I think is how that goes. How do you like Miraidon's like design? The only thing I would say about Coryodon that I think is kind of weird is the wheels. I don't know why those exist when it runs on its feet. But I do like its like colors, and I like its like feathery look. And even in the cutscenes, like when it's not full wheel looking, I think it looks pretty cool. Oh. Oh, not you, Skiddo. I want this thing. Oricorio. Yeah, I think that's what turned me off, and I did get a chance to sneak a peek at some of the Pokédex. I'm a little nervous that there are going to be more robot Pokemon. For some reason, I don't like that. Like, I want my Pokemon to still be alive, not artificial. Like, I know that you could say Magnemite is not alive, but there's a difference between a Magnemite that is a Pokemon and basically a robot clone of a Pokemon. So, fingers crossed that's not what happens later on, but I'm sure I'm going to come across that sooner or later. Alright, let's see. That should be good. Come on, Pokeball. Like, to be honest, it took me a while to even, like, get comfortable with the Ultra Beasts, because they specifically say Ultra Beasts, you know, they are not Pokemon necessarily, they're their own thing. I just want my Pokemon games to have Pokemon in it, that's it. That's all I ask for, please. Game Freak. Don't turn Pokemon into something that it's not. Alright, you're gonna be annoying, aren't you? This is also the other problem. My Pokemon are too strong. I can't catch these guys without killing them. I need to get like a Scyther and just get False Swipe already. What else do I have? Okay. I like to color coordinate my Pokeballs too, so I really want to catch those with the red. Don't... Let's just, I mean, you're on the cusp of being in danger, right? Just, stay in the ball, please. Ah, whew, thank God. Oricorio was caught. This Pokemon is incredibly popular, possibly because its passionate dancing is a great match with the temperament of Palladian people. I wonder if the other styles are in here, but yeah. I figured this one had to be in this game. Like, if you're gonna have a Spanish game, you gotta have the flamenco bird. Oh, that's another one. Alright, I'm pretty sure this is gym number 2, right? Yes. Looks like a grass gym. Even though I can't use the sea toddle, I'm keeping it with me just in case. Raise its friendship with me. It's one of the newer designs that I really liked is its evolved form, so that's what I'm aiming for. But for the sake of this gym, let's just put you up front. Oh, look at that. What is this called again? Not Flabebe, it's Floragloss? Yeah, that's a problem too. So far, I've run into that only with the new Pokemon I've caught. Oh, we got a story already. But like the ones that I've been training since for like close to the beginning, like I've caught most of these like pretty early on. Like I think this Clogsire was like the 3rd Pokemon I caught when it was a Wooper. So Tinkatuff, Clodsire, and this Primeape, my shiny Primeape, who, let's show off. I caught them all pretty early, so I think they're more likely to listen to you if you have high friendship with them. And they've been sticking with me so far. But yeah, that whale, I can't do anything with it at the moment, it sucks. Long time no see, Nemona. It's so wild that we ended up randomly visiting the same gym at the same time again. What a weird coincidence. I swear, I'm not just thinking ahead of you so I can lie in wait and go, oh wow, weird. Might as well battle now that you're here. No, seriously, look, to prove it, I won't even challenge you to a battle this time. Much as I'd like to. But look at you and your Pokemon, they've definitely grown stronger since last time. Add these to the mix, and you'll be 100% set to go, no problems. She has to be super rich, she just gives me stuff all the time. I'll be cheering for you. I'll train like maybe 20 Pokemon or so while you tackle this gym. Welcome to the Artisan Gym. Yes, I'm Chris. Beep boop beep. Let's see, what is his name? Brassius? I'll need to pass the gym test. What is your test, lady? Sunflora Hide and Seek. As you know, Artisan is a city of artists. No doy. The artwork made by the people here is largely inspired by nature and the sun that nurtures it. Since Sunflora embody these concepts, we try to gather them and take good care of them. Your job is to find the Sunflora located throughout Artisan. Remember, these Pokemon look like sun-shaped flowers. Gather up to 10 of them and bring them to the Sunflora lawn, and you pass the test. I'll register the Sunflora lawn's location in your map app to get you started. Also, the gym ain't it the OG one, a better, like a puzzle. Yeah, so I'm kind of disappointed. Like, I used to like going into the gyms and seeing like how they looked, like the aesthetics of the gym. This, it's just like you go to a lobby and then you fight at like a playground looking place outside. That's kind of lame. Once you're at the lawn's entrance, the staffer there will tell you more about the gym test. Like, I wouldn't mind so much like if this was all inside the gym and like the gym itself was like themed. So for example, this is obviously a grass gym. If it was like a greenhouse or something, I think that'd be cool. But the fact that I have to like go out of the gym the entire time, That I don't like. Because my guess is, based off the first one, this is going to be where I fight this guy next. And actually, let's start there and see if there's any Sunflora. Oh, okay. So yeah, it's artwork. I assume that it's going to be glaringly obvious which ones are which. Those are probably all statues. So now I'm starting to get a little suspicious. Oh no, there's one, obviously. There we go. Right? Hmm. Well... Oh, I think she did say something about the maze, right? Let's cheat, because of course. I haven't got time for this. Damn, these things are hitting pretty damn good. Oh nice, Poison Tail's actually a pretty good attack. There's a lot of Sunkern. Wow, I gotta find 10 of these things? Wow. I mean, maybe if I throw like a Pokeball at one? Nope. Yeah. I thought it would be a little easier because I thought like the real Sunflora would look pretty obvious, but so far they all just look like the statue. Behind the buildings. Oh, wait. No, I bet that's just a statue, but let's check it out anyway. No, I don't want to talk to you. Alright, well, that's probably not one. Or haven't I looked yet? I mean, who puts a statue in the alleyway? A real freak would. Let me look at it. Why can't I look at this one? So, I might ask you if I get super frustrated, which I'm getting close to be. But yeah, thanks for holding back. I know this is probably frustrating to watch for you as well, because you know the answer. And I'm sure it's like glaringly obvious, and I'm just dumb. I mean, are they inside a place, maybe? Right. Nope. You also can't go in a lot of buildings, which I kind of miss that. And when you do go in a building, it's just like this. It's like no actual people most of the time. Sunflower. Are they in the greenhouse maybe then? Or I haven't been up here yet. We'll do this first. Alright, so this is obviously where the battle's gonna be. Will, you actually found your way here. Nice. Almost. Yes, I cheated very bad. Does it have to do with the sun currents? Because I did see a bunch of sun currents around here. Maybe I gotta plant them. Nope, doesn't look like it. This is also a small town. Ugh. Hey kids, have you seen any sunflora? I'm trying to think if there's any, like, things that I have that are gimmicky that I could maybe bust out. But I don't think so. Because that won't do anything, I'm sure. Except create an assault crime against innocent people. La Piscina. Alright, I'm gonna check the daycare guy. Or, is there anybody over here? You, can you help me out? Oh, do I have to talk to you first? Alright, well, now I feel really dumb. Now it should be easier. Yay! That wasn't a very good hiding... These are not good hiding spots, guys. Okay, you're gonna follow me, right? All of you? Yeah. It's kind of cute that they run with you, though. Yeah, it's a little misleading. She's like, yeah, your gym test will find the 10 Sunflora, but you still got to talk to me outside to actually activate it. Oh, man. Yeah. Oh, nice. What'd you get? Was it the... Oh. What does that one look like? I'm not super up to date on the new ones, like their shinies. Oh yeah, that's always the most, like, stressful part. You sneaky devil. So have you beaten the game yet, Diego? Wait, I don't think you said you haven't yet, right? Oh, come on, you're gonna run for me? Oh, I gotta battle you. Can I catch you? Oh. No, I can't catch you. But you're gonna get a black eye here. So yeah, usually what I do when I play these games is, if I find a shiny early on, that's cool, but I usually don't try to shiny hunt until afterwards, because then I'll use like a Scyther or a Scizor and just false swipe everything. Otherwise, it's like, for me, it's just too stressful. That, or I do the Masuda method. Which in this game, I imagine, would be a little easier since you got so much space to roam around. And with the boost mode, that probably helps even more. Alright, 2 more. 1 more. No, I got them all. Nice. Alright guys, let's go back to your farm. My Sunflora army. Alright, now do I have to be in here? Okay. Woo, I passed. Well done on finding all these Sunflora. You passed the gym test with flying colors. Now please head back to the lobby at the Artisan Gym to report your results. Time to go back to the gym, to then leave the gym. Oh, I guess it is a different lady, technically. It seems that you successfully gathered 10 Sunflora and brought them over to Sunflora Lawn. That means you've cleared the gym test. Congratulations. You've now earned the right to challenge the gym leader. Best of luck. The Verdant Virtuoso, yes. Very well, allow me to show you to the battle court. Corviknight, yes. That was in Sword and Shield, right? I do like Corviknight, though. I'm a fan of Steel Pokemon in general. They have a fly... I think... Oh, what is this guy gonna do? Oh, he's got a knife. You did well to come this far. I'm Brassius, an artist specializing in grass-type Pokemon. I am also the gym leader here at Artisan Gym. I was observing your gym test from atop the windmill, you know. This guy's so extra. The perception you displayed in finding Sunflower was truly... oh, how shall I describe it? Yes, it was truly avant-garde. I only pray that you might demonstrate that eye for beauty in battle as well. Enough talk. We must begin creating our collaborative work of art. Yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like a lot of types in this game are... a lot of the things they did with the same was make the typings that don't really exist outside of it. So, like, there's a fire grass type. I can't think of another one off the top of my head, but I know I've seen a couple. Gym Leader Brassius. I forgot to change the Crocodile. Art is creation and destruction. Struggle, else your defeat will nourish my Pokemon. Chop it up. Turn that Petalil into cabbage. Let's switch. The thing that I hate is Terra types. Like, I get a Psyduck that can't learn fire moves with a Fire Terra. Are you able to, like, customize those? Because so far I've only been able to do what, like, the default one is. Which for Crocodile is Fire, which is... that's super special. But I think I'm going to do that now, actually. I don't think he's going to get enough experience to evolve after this, but keep my fingers crossed. Olive is completely destroyed. Oh, I get it. So you're saying, like, you get a Psyduck that can do a fire terrorization, but it has no fire attack, so what's the point, really, right? Keep current Pokemon. Pseudo-Wudo. This has promise, yes. Let us lead this artistic endeavor to its conclusion at once. Allow me to touch this work up slightly. I will call it Truly Wudo. See, I imagine this guy would have had a fun gym. He looks pretty unique and fun. Alright, well, thanks for turning into a grass type. Damn, not quite enough. Avant-garde! Oh, what artistic tactics you employ. The patterns of your moves, the minute details of your Pokemon's performance. Everything you did was honed to perfection. Our battle was, in a word, art. Indeed, if we could not call that work of artistry, then nothing else in this world could be labeled as such. If I were to judge your work, I would say it passes my inspection. Yes, a pass without exception. As proof of your artistic prowess, you may have my gym badge. Shall we take a photo as well? Sure. I do like these little photo op moments. If you possess 2 gym badges, it'll be easier to catch Pokemon up to level 30, and those Pokemon should follow your commands as well. To a fantastic trainer such as yourself, I would also like to offer this, a favorite of mine. Trailblaze. My inspiration is overflowing as if drawn from a bottomless well. I will begin a new piece at once. You must excuse me. Farewell. Au revoir. Adios. So I mean, like, Sword and Shield got like a expansion pass essentially. So they might do something like that. I feel like it would be a lost opportunity if they didn't let you customize those a little bit. Pardon me, would you be the Chris I've been hearing so much about? Nemona had mentioned there was a promising new face in the academy. Yes, indeed. Oh, but I do apologize. I didn't mean to startle you by addressing you so suddenly. My name is Hassel. I'm one of the Elite Four of the Pokemon League. I also teach art classes at the academy. So do tell me, young Chris, what compels you to collect these gym badges and strive to be a champion? I guess I want to find my treasure. Asked and answered. Thank you. Naturally, there is no single correct answer. All paths lead to the great crater of Palladia, as they say. You know, your friend Nemona is the youngest to achieve champion rank in all Palladian history. It is entirely possible that such great potential lies within you as well. Should you continue striving to reach champion rank, you will one day have to battle me. It would be wise to train hard starting now. It'll save you from experiencing the bitter regret of defeat. Oh, and do come along to my art class sometimes. I would be thrilled to have you attend. So I guess Nemona is like straight up legit the champ. That's interesting. Did you end up catching that low kick? Oh, language classes too. I haven't actually done any of the classes yet at the school. And I'm actually going to fly away. Oh no, I said I was going to do... What time is it? 7:53 my time. So your gym, your base. Let's go here and get this one, because I saw this Titan Beast as well. Oh, nice. That was lucky. All right. All right. So I saw this guy yesterday when I was just walking around, and I think it looks pretty cool. So I want to see if I can figure out how to catch one. Oh, nice, a moonstone. Yeah, that Donphan looks awesome. Little Desert's actually been pretty good for getting stones. I've gotten like a couple of different sunstones and a moonstone now, and I think I got a firestone. Alright, but enough of that. Hey you. Let's okay, let's see what I got actually. Oh, nice. I was kind of hoping that you could buy them somewhere. Let's see. I was... At one point I was going to try to use like a Wigglytuff, but I could not get my Iggly buff to evolve. And it just got to the point where it was becoming too much of a dead weight on my team. What was I going to do? Oh yeah, I was going to see if I could teach my Clogsire Surf. Because I think that would be really handy to have in this fight for sure. Yes, nice. Oops, no. Clogsire, please. Alright, so what do you got? Probably Sludge Wave, right? This Mud Shot's pretty useful. So yeah, let's do Sludge Wave. Oh, hey buddy, how's it going? I was just talking about you. I feel like this is what Donphan should have looked like. Like, don't get me wrong, Donphan's cool, but for an elephant, it's pretty damn small. Hello, Chris. This is Professor Sada. Great Tusk is a Pokemon that came from the great creator of Palladia. I ask that you do whatever is needed to subdue it for me, with all due caution, of course. Hell yeah. Surf. Oh, you're kind of strong, aren't you? Well, Clogsire, you're my ace in the hole. I don't think you're gonna make it another hit. But let's keep our fingers crossed. Thank God. So, if it's anything like the others, this should make it go at least eat its herb. Oh, not quite. Damn. I want that XP, baby. Primeape, you should probably be able to do something with that low kick of yours. Damn, even that did a lot. Alright. What? You're faster than Primeape? Damn it. Oh, crap. So I've kind of adopted a policy based off a streamer I like to watch. I don't use items in battle. So this could prove to be a little terrifying here. Is that enough? Oh, you're still not gonna run away. Okay. Damn it. Yeah, I've only fought Nemona twice so far. I'm kind of surprised that I haven't seen her more, actually. You're gonna get your ass kicked, Tinkatuff. Well, you're a fairy. That might half it. But yeah, so far she hasn't really been much of a challenge. I wish I got to battle her more, though. I'm gonna hope you're still rock. No, you were always ground. What am I thinking? So this is probably going to do nothing to you. But it did enough. Oh, there it is. But first, I gotta help my boys out. Some super potions on you. Just for giggles, let's do everybody else with potions. By the way, what do you think of Arceus? Because I never played it, but I'm really... Oh, I loved Arceus. Like, I wish this game was more like Arceus, to be honest. Like, the method of, like... Yeah, I'll say the method of catching Pokemon, was really cool. It's different than this. Not super different, that it's like jarring, but I don't know. I had a great time with it. So yeah, if you haven't played that, I 100% recommend getting Arceus. All right, I think we're good to go. Let's charge into battle. Oh, my ass is all dusty. Oh, it was dusty. Yo, chump. Remember me? From like 2 minutes ago? The Titan Great Tusk began eating something. Chris, looks like you found yourself a Titan. Wait, that's Quaking Earth Titan. Is that thing even a Pokemon? Must be trying to get pumped up with that little snack. Time to show that thing what you and me can do, Chris. I want this Donphan. Oh, what the hell are you using? Scovillian. I hope this doesn't hit you too. Yep, it will. Damn it. Well, there goes my plan. I'm gonna use Scovillian I caught nearby to seize a real spicy victory. This is gonna burn. Oh, and you still go after me. I mean, you're part plant. It can't do too much to you, right? Uh-oh. Well, you also just got damaged. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's nothing. We got this. Oh, critical. Nice. We should be close. As long as... Alright, as long as Covillian doesn't die, or Scovillian doesn't die. Ah, that's what you went with? I could have finished it! Ugh. Alright. Tinkatuff, take the punch. Dude, I love Tinkatuff so much. Hey, there we go. Yeah, that'd be nice. It'd be like Legend of Zelda where they finally gave Zelda a voice. I would love to see that in Pokemon too. Crocolore? Ah, barely. Yes, nice going, little buddy. What even was that thing, though? It was a Donphan with extra spikes. I kind of feel like maybe I've seen it before somewhere. Anyway, I bet if we head inside here, we'll find more of that herba mystica I was eating. Let's give this place a once-over before that thing decides to come back. Hands down, that was my favorite Titan yet. I'm sure there's some here, too. Ah. Yeah, I did too. As soon as he brought out that dog, though, I was like, God damn it. You and Arvin found the sour herb mystica. Another successful search. We're on a roll. Now then, let's see. What does this book have to say? Sour herba mystica is chock full of nutrients and is great for boosting your overall health. It says there, it works wonders whether you're tired, physically or mentally. Perks you right up. I just realized something. If you eat all the herba mysticas and I feed Corydon all of my stuff, that's probably why... Okay, now I get it. I can't believe it took me that long to put two and two together. This will definitely have Mobostiff feel even better. Come on, Chris, let's go get some food going. Yeah. Thanksgiving, round 3. Sorry to keep you waiting. Here you go, another favorite of your favorite old Arvin sandwiches. And it comes with a special Titan badge. Pokemon My League might not recognize it, but I hope you appreciate it all the same. That sandwich does not look great. Hello, Corydon. Time to steal my food again, yes? Figured this might happen. Don't worry, I made it extra this time for that brood of yours. Yes, you can have mine. Come on, Mobostiff. Damn, I'm having so much trouble with this guy's name. Mobostiff. Aw. Alright. I can stand up now, right? Corydon. Oh. Cool. Come on, at least bother to taste it before you swallow it down, would you? This brute seems to be benefiting from the herbs too. I guess in its own sort of way. Oh yeah. Before I forget, Chris, take another look at this. There's always a Titan Pokemon near the Herba Mystica when we find them, right? Like the book says, it's not like big old Pokemon just happen to like these herbs. It's actually something in the herbs that's making the Titans so big and strong. So does that mean a Titan's lair isn't really some kind of treasure hoard or whatever? It's just a pantry where the Titan keeps its food? Oh, you done with your sandwich, Mobostiff? Come on, stand up! Oh, fuck, he made a noise. Roof! You heard that right? Mobostiff just woofed, right? Right, I'm not imagining things. See? I knew it was just... I wasn't just hearing things. Oh, ma bustiff. Who's my best boy, huh? Who's the best boy? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. It's been so long since I've heard that woof. My bustiff is definitely getting better. Ever since I teamed up with you, good things keep happening. But we've still got 2 more herbs to go. Hope you'll stick it out until we're done. So I'm sure you probably know this, not Diego, but the powers that you're getting with your legendary, they're essentially what you also get in Arceus. You get a glide ability, a surf ability. I'm assuming there's a climb ability in this game, just based off of that. Hello, Chris. This is Sada. I detect that Koryodon has regained more of its original power. Yes, you kind of say the same thing. If you press the B button once more, you'll stop. Okay. Please continue to take good care of Koryodon. Alright. Last thing on my checklist today. I wanted to do one more gym battle. But I might do this dude as well. Just to see what they're about. I haven't done any of the Team Star stuff. Oh, I could probably just fly there. Nah, let's run. Might find more good stones. Oh, this is that thing that I'm like... Oh, I guess I'm fighting it. I'm not super big on its design. Like, it reminds me of like a Kirby villain. So it's kind of cute in that sense, but it's also just, I don't get it. But every gen has its stinkers. Well, I should say most every gen. Yes, yes, I'm one of those people. I will say it. I think the first 2 gens, pretty solid. Damn it. Excuse me, coming through. Now that I think about it too, I think Gen 3 was fairly decent as well. Gen 4, what was in Gen 4? I really like Gen 4 as well. I think it wasn't until like Gen 5 that some Pokemon just were like, no thanks. Oh, wait. What was that ice cream Pokemon? Is that Gen 4? And even then, I don't super dislike it. Arduino, whatever one that generation is, that's one Pokemon I don't like. It's just like a rip-off Chansey in my opinion. Alright, let's see if you have Ultra Balls. I doubt it. But let's see. No, but you do have Net Balls now. That's also really good against water types and bugs. So I'll take a few of those. Alright. Let's do a little bit of backtracking. Also, Crocodile, you're definitely going to evolve, because I'm putting you right up front. Wait, how do I get up there? No thanks. Don't want to battle you today. Goodbye. Okay, I need to go upstairs, which I think I do over here. Okay, yeah, there we go. And away we go. Cassiopeia here. I see you're getting close to one of Team Star's bases. I take it this means you decided to join my operation. That's right. Thank you. With this, you're officially a member of Operation Starfall. Hold on a sec. That's the professor, guys. Or the dean, or whatever. Does this Operation Starfall of yours have room for one more member? Who are you? The name's Clive. Oh, and how long have you been spying on us? No need to get your heckles raised. I'm a pal of our mutual friend here, see? Isn't that right, Chris? I guess so? Shy as ever, I see. We're talking about going up against Team Star here. It's not something you could just join in for fun. I'm well aware. I just need to sort out some unsettled business with Team Star, that's all. Besides, I tend to get the job done well. Not that you can take my word for it, but it's true. Suppose I'm hardly in a position to refuse help. Welcome to the Operation Clive. Great, that settles it. I think I heard your name earlier, Cassiopeia, was it? Who are you exactly? It's that one lady with the Todoroki hair. Team Star and I share some history. That's all I'll say for now. I see. In that case, I won't press you further. Good, now back to business. Let's talk Operation Starfall. Yes, what would you have us do? Simply put, I want you to raid each one of Team Star's bases. Then you'll defeat the bosses of the team and put an end to their rule. Put an end to their rule? You mean we need to oust these bosses from their roles somehow? That's right, Team Star is made up of 5 squads, and each of those squads has its own base. You should be able to see the front gates of one of those bases now, in fact. Bum-ba-da-bum. Ah, yes, I can see them over there. On the other side of those is the base proper, and somewhere within the base lies one of your targets, a squad boss. Okay, I'm starting to get the idea. Well, that's just the outline. The key to the whole operation is the code that the team has to follow. If someone challenges one of the squad bosses to a battle, they have no choice but to accept. And what's more, if they just so happen to lose that battle, they must forfeit their role as boss altogether. Ooh, I get to be a super big team boss. I went ahead and issued challenges to each base under your name, Chris. They're basically declarations of war. Now, all of Team Star knows we're looking for a fight. So let's say we defeat all the bosses, and they step down from their roles. What happens next? The rest of the team crumbles with no one left to lead them. That's what happens. It's a solid plan, but not without wrinkles. Each base has a bunch of Pokemon inside to fend off intruders, and the bases themselves are a considerable size. Your garden variety trainer would be overrun long before they get anywhere near the boss. That's why your skills are essential to this operation, Chris. Defeat the Pokemon inside the base and drag the boss out from where they're hiding. First things first, you'll need to deal with any grunts that might be guarding the front gates. And what will you be doing in the meantime? Like I said before, I have history with Team Star. That means I can't operate out in the open. I'll back you up from afar. Alright, and what will my role be? Sorry, but I don't completely trust you just yet. For now, I'd like you to monitor the bases and act as Chris's support. You're a cautious one, alright? I respect that. I'll be in touch again when the plan advances to the next stage. Good hunting out there. Well, go get him, Chris. Director Clavel? I have no idea what you mean, but if anyone asks you about me, remember this. I'm Clive, a normal academy student just like you. Nothing more and nothing less. Goodbye, Clive. So funny thing, I actually jumped into this base when I was just exploring the other day, and apparently you can't do that. They just kick you out. Thought that was kind of funny. Alright, chumps. I'm here to kick some ass. Whoa, whoa, hold it, you. Up ahead's the base of operations for Team Star's Dark Crew. You may not know us as, or you may know us as the Segan Squad. Yep, and we don't take too kindly to random kids sniffing around our turf. Sorry, but if you don't turn yourself around here, amigo, we'll have to send you packing. Wait, hold up. Just going on a hunch here, but are you that Chris kid? You know that piece of work we're out to get for declaring war on Team Star? Maybe I am. Not afraid of you chumps. Maybe I am, he says. Cool as a cucumber. Honestly, not always, or honesty's not always the best policy, you know. Look, you know what? Doesn't matter who you are. You're not getting through. Buzz off or get thrashed by me in battle, kid. What'll it be? I'll take you on. Sassy kids like you are the worst. That's it. Prepare to get stomped into the dirt. Time to fight the Ginyu Force. Ooh, a Murkrow. Let's make some chicken. So scary. Why did such a sassy kid have to be so strong? How the heck could I lose? Well, whatever. Oh, whatever. It's your problem now. Finish up here, would you, bud? I wonder if there's actually double battles in this game. Okay, thanks. Hasta la vista. Hasta la vista. She's new to the team, you know. Might have to have a little chat with her about that attitude. Well, I'm gonna go into the base now and give the rest of the squad the heads up. We'll come out at full force if you set foot inside, so you might want to consider turning tail. Either way, best of luck to you, amigo. Hasta la vista. I see you took care of the guards. Nice work. Now, hold up in that base is Team Star's Dark Crew, the Segan Squad. Their boss, Giacomo, pretty much runs the whole runs the whole of Team Star, and he also that wild soundtrack of theirs themselves. He's a sharp guy. Even our declaration of war won't have ruffled him in the slightest. His plan is probably to wear you down with a wave of grunts, then finish you off himself. No use trying to outthink strategy types like him. Bring him down with a head-on attack. Just keep on defeating as many Pokemon as you can until the big man himself shows up. Ring the bell on the gates once you're ready to kick off this phase of the operation. Time to wipe the I'm getting super tongue-tied this evening. Seagund squad off the map. It's okay. I'm not here to talk. I'm here to battle. Ding ding. Oh, only the first 3 Pokemon. Okay, what do I got? Definitely not you. Let's bring you. And you. Damn it. How do I move you guys? There we go. Alright, now I'm ready. Alright, let's see what these star bases are all about. Careful now, Chris. Team Star has a unique way of doing battle. They call it a star barrage. To get through it, you'll need to use the R button to send out multiple Pokemon and have them battle at the same time. Okay. Answers that question. If your Pokemon get low on health, come back here and I'll heal them up for you. The Grinch will be facing with their heal up will heal up their Pokemon too, so stay sharp out there. Heads up, gang. Some jumped up kid has wandered in thinking he can raid our base. Clearly, he doesn't know who he's messing with. Let's teach him a lesson he won't forget. To our unwanted guest, if you can defeat 30 of our Pokemon in the next 10 minutes, our boss might just honor you with an appearance. It's a lot of Pokemon. Okay, send your Pokemon out with R. Okay. Yeah, this isn't the kind of thing I was thinking of. Alright, who else wants some? I want to catch a Ponyard so bad. I love Ponyard. Kick their ass, Primate. You were born for this. Kinda wish I was actually fighting them, though. Alright, where else? Kind of funny watching Primate just punch them all. Last one. Oh, so you're in a double battle now? Good, I'm looking forward to it. I like double battles. I don't like the rotation battles, but double battles were a pretty good addition, I think. He's way above our level. We gotta get the boss. Alright. Boss of Team Star's Dark Crew, Giacomo. You've done a real number on us, Party Crasher. Chris, was it? I'm Giacomo. At the deck, I go by DJ Vice. Call me whichever. It's a vibe either way. Nice to meet you and all, but how's about we skip straight up to your outro? Don't worry, I'll play you a sick requiem as you crash and burn. Let's get this party started. Oh. Hello, Furry Boy, welcome back. Yeah, it has been a while. That's my 24-hour stream. It's the last time I saw you. Welcome in. You don't really think things through, do you? Declaring war on Team Star is a real bad move. I beg to differ, especially when you send out a Steel type. Well... Are you talking about specifically that day, or... Oh! Hey, Zader. Welcome in as well. Thank you for the snowballs. Happy Thanksgiving, by the way. To everybody here. Who did he send out? Oh, I have to fight his car? Okay, that's interesting. Jesus, he's gonna run over my Pokemon. How's that for an open? I'll spin you up a good party crasher. I'm gonna like blow this car up. Oh, okay. The last major thing I did was what is it called? Subnautica. I played the first Subnautica all the way through. Had a lot of fun with that. Aside for that, I don't think I've really been playing a lot of full-length games. Like, kind of skipping around. Mostly because I was waiting for this. Oh yes, I for sure got scared. That game is terrifying. Guess that's it. This guy only had one Pokemon and he's the leader of this team. About 1.5 years ago. Oh, flashback. Well, thanks for stopping by, Zader. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your evening. Oh, no, yeah, I do have Game Pass. That's how I played the first one. That's cool to know. I didn't know it was on Game Pass, too. Might have to try that out after, Pokemon. Because I'm curious to see what that game has to offer. Oh, look at these freaks. What's up, Giacomo? Did something happen? The big boss just wanted to take on some stuff, so we had a chat and settle on a few plans. A few plans? Like for what? I don't have an Xbox. I have Game Pass on the PC though. So I think it's basically the same thing from what I've gathered. Operation Star, first of all, and also a new code of conduct for the team. You know how tons of new members have joined up recently? Well, we figured we gotta make some team rules, like a code, so we'll all be on the same page. Nice, you'll come up with a great code for us, won't you, Giacomo? Ha, no thanks. Way too much pressure. I mean, yeah, I used to be president of the student council, but you know everyone ended up hating me after that, right? Just some sick-ass boots. Of course we know. You force a ton of stuffy rules on everyone, and they wouldn't take it. You got some other nerd to replace you after like 5 minutes. I wish I could see their faces still. I cannot help but concur. Male students' hair must stray no further than 1.8 inches below the nape, and so forth. Your rules were vexation made manifest. My point exactly. So you all agree that I shouldn't be let anywhere near this new code. But you always know what's best for the team, Giacomo. You look out for us. You've earned our trust many times over. Without you, Team Star just went away. So is this like the Giovanni of this group? That suck-up student council prez isn't who you are anymore, man. The code written by Giacomo I'm looking at now, I'd follow that any day. As would I. Okay. Oh no, I guess he did mention somebody else. Thanks for the ego boost, everyone. I'll do it. I'll write up the darn code. I did the best I could. Wrote that code myself, and there's no going back on it now. My days as a boss are over. So here, take my star badge, would ya? Hey, at least we got the shake hands at the end. Even though you did, hit my Pokemon with your car, which is pretty screwed up. I'll give you this choice, TM2. You earned it, fair and square. Foul play. I think that's an okay one. The user turns the target strength against it. Okay, yeah, it's okay. So this is how the party ends. But let's talk about those Pokemon of yours. They're crazy strong, huh? You learned those trainer chops at the academy? Like, what moves should I use and stuff? Sure did. Oh, I should have said no, because I didn't. I've never taken a class there yet. Huh, okay. You like it at the academy? You having fun? Sure. Sorry to interrupt. Are you Giacomo? Wait, that car was that car actually a Pokemon? Because that blows my mind if that was. I thought it was just, oh, okay. Well, still, even, wow. I didn't realize that was an actual Pokemon. I thought he was literally just fighting me with his car. Whoa, wasn't expecting a giant pompadour to make a guest appearance today. You get a Quaxel to settle that up for you? I'm just after a quick word. Would you mind? Sure, I could tell it's going to be something annoying, but I guess I'm newly freed up for time. Thanks, I'll get straight to it. It seems all of you in Team Star are headed for expulsion if you keep up your current activities. So why won't you break up the team and start attending class at the academy again? That's what you want to know? As it happens, we're actually waiting on a pal. Though we don't know if they'll be coming back. A pal? A close friend of yours, are they? I bet it's the professor there. The strongest boss in all of Team Star. Like how there's a top chairman, or champion, who's the absolute #1 trainer, you know? They're the ones who invited us other bosses to form the team. We call him Big Boss. Just like Metal Gear Solid. And where is this big boss of yours now? He died by fox die. Wouldn't we like to know? We haven't heard from him in, I don't know, must be a year and a half now. We thought if we kept Team Star going, then they'd get back in touch one day. But the teachers keep pressing us to call it quits. And then we get party crashers like you two. Maybe Big Boss didn't ditch us. You were talking about breaking up the team before, and all. So Team Star and this Big Boss of yours, they're really important to you. Heh, it's the sky blue. Let me put it in words you eggheads at the academy might understand. They're my greatest treasure. It's got loyalty, I'll give him that. So yeah, that engine is a Pokemon. That might be one of the Pokemon I'm hoping isn't the future of Pokemon. Chris, it's me. It seems Giacomo no longer carries his star badge, the symbol of his status as a boss. He gave it to you, didn't he? I see. With its boss out of the picture, the Seagun squad is pretty much done for. Oh, Giacomo. Sorry, got caught up in my thoughts for a second. Now, about your reward. I'll transfer some LP over to your phone as promised. Woo! You can now make more kinds of TMs using... Oh, nice. That's actually... Okay, so that's the advantage for doing these. I took the liberty of adding some new entries to the range of TMs you can make at the TM machines. These new TMs should help you improve your Pokemon's battle capabilities even further. In any case, you did some solid work out there. So much so that you deserve an extra reward. Someone from my supply unit will be there soon to give you some materials for making TMs. I wonder... Ah! It's this one. So I'm pretty sure they're the Cassiopeia. I'm Penny from the supply unit. Penny wears a dead Eevee on their back. You probably don't remember, but you got me out of a tight spot by the school stairs. I was glad to help. Oh? So you do remember. But, I'm helping out with Operation Starfall as part of my independent study, you know? Treasure hunt? I'm good with the machines and hacking and stuff, so I'll be working behind the scenes. As Cassiopeia. So here you go, your bonus reward from Cassiopeia. You should be able to make tons of TMs with those. And Cassiopeia said you'll get more rewards each time you take out one of the Starbase teams. Team Starbases. Also, I heard all about how you had your Pokemon charge into battle. Seems you were pretty amazing. With a trainer as strong as you on our side, I'm sure the operation will go just fine. There's 4 more squad bosses left, so, good luck. See ya, Todoroki. Alright, let's go look at our rewards. Also, I guess I could probably find out where Ponyard's at. Alright. I think we'll do one more gym tonight, too, and then we'll call it an evening. But I'm happy that we've gotten a little bit farther in the game. Heal me up. So, Furry Boy, if you're still here, are you a Pokemon fan? Oh, I just noticed too, my Crocodile still hasn't evolved. I'm guessing it didn't go up a level at all? Damn. So close. Pretty sure 36. Okay, that's fair. It's not for everybody. I have not used them yet. I'm weird. When I play games, I usually save like those kind of one-time use items for the end of the game. I end up not using them anyway. But so far I have not used any, especially since it's so easy to get XP in this game. I want it, except when you actually want it. Alright, what do we got for new stuff? I think Fire Spin's new. That's not a good one, though. Oh, Magical Leaf's new. Okay, there's some okay ones in here. Oh, that's Eerie Impulse. Damn, I got a lot now. Alright, Phantom Force. What does this do? Oh, nice. So, like, have you done any of the other ones, like the Titan Pokemon and the Team Star stuff? Not Diego? Because so far, I've gotten 2 Titans... No, 3 Titans defeated. Pretty sure she's probably the last gym leader. And I've done 2 gyms. And 1 Starbase, so this is going to be my 3rd gym right now. Yeah, I think I might save the Starbases for later. Like, having more TMs is nice, but I just I've been finding a lot of good ones in the wild anyway, so it's like I'm not in super need of any. Also, I was like telling somebody about this yesterday. Everybody in this game is so jacked. Like, all the men and women are just huge. Beep beep, coming through. Oh, maybe not. Volton Velusa. I'm late, I'm late. Ah, Kofu, wait. Got away. How am I supposed to return this to him now? Oh, hey. You're here as a gym leader, gym challenger, right? Yeah. I knew it, of course you are. That big man that just left is Kofu, leader of Kasakarafa Gym. He has a bit of a childlike side to him, and today he's run off to the market without his wallet. He'll be in big trouble without it. That's where you come in. Kind gym challenger? Could you please take Kofu's wallet to him? Is this the gym challenge? Oh, you're too kind. I'll give you a gym badge right now if I could. Here's his wallet. I'm counting on you. A little bit on that. This could be your gym test here. If you do this, for me, you pass. Kofu's headed to Porto Marinada. Or Marinada. It's on the other side of the desert to the west. Be careful though, there are many dangerous Pokemon in the desert. Oh, I've actually been there already. Here's where we, in the biz, like to call a, quickly changing scenes. Wait, where's the desert at? Zoom in, zoom in. I thought it was over here. No? Alright, I guess I don't know. I'm not going to be able to do this quick thing. Oh, there it is. And away we go! Yeah, I thought it was only like one or two of the women in this game that were like super buff, but a lot of them are super buff. Hopefully, the next game in the series is something like this, but that actually looks like Breath of the Wild in terms of like what it could be. I honestly think that there's going to be another Nintendo console though before the next Pokemon game comes out. At this point, their technology is just so far behind. Like, with the Steam Deck out and what it's able to do, like, I mean, granted it's Nintendo though. As long as they're selling, there's no real need for them to do anything about it, I guess, but I hope they get something better. And I do hope that, like, in the future, Pokemon will be... Yeah, look at this. Absolute unit. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I do hope that, like, the next Pokemon game is more polished, for sure, and... I think that's about it, really. I'm still a fan of the series. I'm still a fan of what they have to offer. Like, I'm still having fun with this game despite its flaws. Volton Velusa, where? Where in the world? Where in the world is my wallet? Without my wallet, I won't be able to get today's hot item. It'll get bought up by someone else. This guy looks like a sushi chef. Sushi chef. Don't worry, old man Kufu. I'll run around and look for it right now. What do you want? Old man Kufu's in the middle of some super duper important ingredient buying. If you're thinking about trying to interrupt him, then I, his best apprentice, will have to stop you. So, do you have something super important to say to us busy folk, or what? Alright, buddy. Calm down. This is super important. Super important, eh? We'll see about that. Maybe a battle will shut your mouth. Ooh, this guy's an ass. Time to embarrass you by using a fire type against your presumably water type. Floatzel. Crocolore. Oh, this might not be great for me, but let's go with it anyway. I'm gonna guess more sucker for love. I couldn't remember the exact name of it, but yeah, that'd be my guess, right, furry boy? Damn. Can I take one more hit? I'm gonna risk it. Risk it for the biscuit. Haha. I knew you could do it, Crocolore. Time to evolve. $36. Clauncher. Sure, let's switch for that. I don't really have anything good against waters at the moment. So, Primate, you'll have to do. I wonder how you get the new form of Primate. I gotta look that up. Oh, Undertale, yes, I forgot that was like... So, you'll be happy to know I've considered playing Undertale, but I've decided not to yet. But that is one that's coming up in the future, so be on alert for that. Let's cross chop. Nice. That dude in the back in the green tank top, he's loving it. Oh, I'm sorry, Hugo. Did I win? I have Discord, but not a Discord. I've never set up one. I still feel like I'm too new for a Discord. But I'm excited to see this. Huh, okay. Congratulations, your Crocolore evolved into Skeledirge. I gotta say, I don't like Skeledirge as much as I thought I was going to. Like, it looks pretty badass in the photos, but it kind of looks like he's bald. He has like a George Costanza head. Huh. Maybe it's just because I'm looking at it at a weird angle. Oh, I didn't get to read it. What the hell? Alright, well, what does Torch Song do? The user blows out raging flames as if singing a song. Okay. So it's better than Incinerate. Let's go for that. Also, why does it have like a little fire person on its nose? Dang it, that backfired. And now my wallet's empty too. Hey, step right up and tell me, what's all the ruckus about over here? I can't tell if these guys have like a Western accent or not. Oh man, Khufu, seems this kid's got something to say to you. What's that now? A customer here for little walletless, moneyless me? What can I do for you? I have your wallet. Volten Velusa, my wallet. Say what now? My lobby staffer sent you out here to bring it to me? Gah, well, that's a huge help. Thanks for coming all this way. I guess I should apologize for my little apprentice too. Hope he didn't bother you too much. There's something here at the Porto Marinata auction that I really want to get our hands on. Sorry for the stutters. I am dyslexic, so expect more. So,
As you can imagine, we were both a bit worked up to find I'd forgotten my wallet. Tarnation.
Ladies and gents, you won't want to miss this. Here comes today's last item. Feast your eyes on the main event. I have here legendary wakame seaweed from the Honan region. Do I have any takers?
Volton Velusa. I don't even have to touch it. I can see it's got the springy texture of seaweed chock full of nutrients. I'm from Texas, and just look at it. Look how it catches the light and shines so brilliantly. Ooh, and that rich, fresh aroma of something plucked straight out of the ocean. I need to get me some of that. Now listen, kid, if you want to challenge me at Cascafara Gym, you're gonna need some smarts. And this is a perfect place to test you. I just did your test. Get the winning bid on that seaweed for this old man. I will give it my best shot. You already know the ins and outs of auctions at such a young age. You're something else, kid. Here you are, fighting funds for the auction. Be smart with it and win this old man that seaweed. I'm assuming he's Texan, in. Ooh, $50,000. Alright, starting the bid at 10,000. See, here's a tip. Don't go for the opening bid. Somebody else will always take it. How about 30? Ooh, lady. You're gonna make me spend all my money, aren't you? Well, how about 45 then? Please don't outbid me. Okay. Sold to the little gentleman over there. Damn, this is a lot of money for sushi, or for seaweed, dude. That was amazing. You got those grown-up bidders to shame with your bidding skills. Thank you for winning that seaweed for this old man. I'll be taking it now if you don't mind. This seaweed's a great catch. I'd be feeling low as a seabed if I failed to get my hands on it. If there's any old of that money I gave you, feel free to keep it as a tip. Nice. You can even use it to try your hand at the auction again if you like. Alrighty, I'm gonna head back to Cascarafa Gym now. Old man Khufu gonna prepare a real good battle for you. See you there, partner. Alright, let's take a look at my new Pokemon. I mean, you sound cool. It's kind of clown hairy. That's why I'm not super big on it. But, I mean, otherwise it looks cool. Like, from the side, it looks cool. Oh, it's a bird. Okay. I want to see your Pokédex info. Where is the Pokédex? I always forget. Okay, it's right there. Skeledirge, Singer Pokemon. The fiery bird changes shape when Skeledirge sings. Rumor has it that the bird was born when the fireball on Skeledirge's head gained a soul. I would not have pictured a Fuecoco turning into some sort of weird singing crocodile. It's not the worst, not the worst. Oh. Wake up, lazy. We gotta fly back. Now that I know where the actual desert is. Oh, nice.
I probably should have read your text before I decided to go away. Skeledirge, you know, just kind of left me a tiny bit disappointed in my heart. I was a little distracted. I shouldn't be so mean to it, though. It's my starter, after all. I gotta love it. Just why does it have to have clown hair? That's all I'm asking. I'm trying to think, like, how does that relate to Spanish culture? Like, other than singing, I'm not sure what Skeledirge represents. Like, the Quaxley final form is flamenco dancers, and Sprigatito is street magicians, which is kind of like a... They have, like, masquerades and stuff in Spain, like, all the time. But I don't know what the Skeledirge is supposed to be. Other than maybe, like, opera. Hey Chris, it's me. How's the gym journey? Which one are you going for now? Wait, seriously? I'm close by. Hang on, I'll come and say hi. Hey, there you are. Would you like to battle, Nemona? Look at you with 2 gym badges already. Awesome. And this is the gym you choose to be number 3? Huh. Well, you're up for a challenge for sure. But, like, just to be safe, you probably better have a pre-gym warm-up battle with me. Yeah. I haven't fought you in a while. Come on, feel the battle awaits. Which one did you go with, Diego? Not Diego. Starters is what I meant, to clarify. Okay, so you went Fuecoco too. Before you take on a gym, it's good to see if you can find the battle court in town and check it out. Helps see where the court is, what it's made of, stuff like that. Those things might affect how the battle goes. You know, Chris, one look at your face and it's obvious that you're getting even stronger. I think it's time I started introducing you to some of my harder hitters. Alright, ready? Yeah, I really liked Fuecoco's first form, and admittedly, the second form wasn't too bad. Like, it looked a little derpy from, like, the first images, but up close, I liked it. It seemed like kind of like a Mario villain, like a minor Mario villain. Think of this as a practice run for your next gym battle. Come at me with everything you got. I also don't understand how it becomes a ghost type. Like, there's nothing to indicate that it would become a ghost. Oh, there's an actual sandstorm. Okay. Sounds cool, though. Pommy. I haven't used you in a bit, Clogsire. Let's throw you back out. I think it's because a lot of people love ghost Pokemon. And to be fair, there's some cool ones. I will say, I do like Clogsire. Like, I think Clogsire is a way better form of Quagmire. Quagsire, not Quagmire. Quagsire. But my favorite types are Fire and Steel. Ooh, nice move. Your skills are ripening. Now here's the part where I ask everybody in chat, what are your favorite types? Because I'm always curious. Florigato. bring Tauros out. Don't pat yourself on the back just yet. My next Pokemon's gonna turn the tables. Oh, how the turntables. I know a lot of people are upset about the fact that Sprigatito's last form was human-like. I guess people don't like human-like Pokemon. I'm not super against it. Like, what was it? Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah. Terrestrialize our Pokemon fair and square. I don't think I'm going to have the chance to do that, because I think you're going to die. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, about the anthropomorphized Pokemon. Like, I think Incineroar's fun. Delphox, I thought, made a lot of sense. And despite it looking a little weird, I think Sprigatito's last form isn't too bad either. Like, I get the concept. That's what I like about it. Like, I don't really get Skeledirge's concept. So, the fact that it looks weird on top of that is what's not doing it for me. Fairy's a good type. There's a lot of cool, like, especially in this game, like I said, Tinkatuff, she's quickly becoming one of my favorite Pokemon. Water. My youngest brother loves water types. I think there's just too many that are just like, we need another fish. Let's throw another fish in there. But there are definitely some cool waters. Alright, I've never seen you terrestrialize Tauros. Fighting. Okay. In the right hands, yes. I do love the Magikarp shiny. I mean, who wouldn't want a golden fish? Yep, your skills are ripening quick. Money. Man, you sure battle like someone with more than 2 badges. Well, I've been doing a lot of catching. That's why I'm so strong. Well, that was a great battle. Fruitful for sure. Here, take these as thanks. Always giving me stuff. Thank you, thank you. I challenge you again literally right now, but champions have to be understanding. So I'll hang back and respect your time. Keep on collecting badges for now, and let's battle next time we run into each other at a gym. And Chris. Oh, and Chris? I hope you get even stronger. Like, way, way, way stronger. I like her for a rival. She's fun. And once you do, you and me can just battle our hearts out. Alright, time for you to whoop that gym test. Thanks for this. Furry Boy, have you ever played... I think it's Pokemon Stadium 1. Because they had minigames in that game, and one of the minigames is you just jump the Magikarp, you're hitting a button, and so it's basically how many times can you hit this button in like 30 seconds. It's pretty fun, actually. I'm glad that Pokemon Stadium's coming to the Switch. How are my guys? Do I need to heal them? Okay. But I do need to change one of them out. Where's my Pamio? Or Pawmot. Let's move you over here instead of you, Tauros. I'll start off with the Croc. That's funny, I never heard of that. I'll have to check that out. The last Pokemon game I played on my phone was Shuffle. I really had fun with that.
Chris, I heard you returned Khufu's wallet. I can't thank you enough. Though this is a little irregular, please consider your gym test passed. Are you ready to challenge Gym Leader Khufu? Kofu? the surging chef? Yes. Very well. Allow me to show you to the battle court. Hopefully it's not still sandstorming. This is taking longer than usual. Oh, thank God. It's like, don't freeze on me, please. Alright, Mr. Texan sushi chef. Old man Khufu, play with us, come on. I'd be honored if you would... Oh no, that's not normal. I would be honored if you try a new item from my restaurant's menu as well. Sorry, everybody. I got some business to take care of as gym leader real quick like. I'm keeping someone waiting, you see? Please forgive me. I need to do this first. Okay. This dude's hair is wild. Hey, step right up. I've been waiting for you. Thanks for the help over in Porto Marinata. You did a mighty fine job. And now that I've got that legendary seaweed, I can make some real quality dishes with it. Don't expect me to go easy on you in our battle here. At the auction, we battle with buying and selling. At my gym, we battle in more traditional sense. Moves and tactics ever changing, as the raging sea. I'ma serve you a full course of water type Pokemon. Don't try and eat them though. Let's go, old man. I got you. Kofu. Oh. That's a new one. I feel a bit indebted to you, but don't expect me to go easy on you just because of that. Velusa. It's like a metal fish. Well, I wonder if this will do anything to you. No, not really. Okay. What is my favorite game ever? I think you did ask, and I don't know if I said anything specific last time, but it's hard for me to pick favorites, and I know that's like a cop-out for a lot of things. Let's see, I think you're a stronger flamethrower. Let's do that. But it's hard for me to pick one favorite. I have a lot of the favorites listed underneath, like in my bio, but I would say, I guess if I had to pick like a top 3 series, because I can't do single games, Pokemon would be one. Mass Effect would be another one, because I really love the Mass Effect universe. Let's bring Tinka Tough out. What's the third one be? Disgaea. Cannot forget Disgaea. Disgaea is like the main theme of my Twitch channel. If you've never played Disgaea, I recommend it. Wug Trio. I wonder if that's rock type as well. Oh, nope, I guess not. Yeah, she should be able to take that, no problem. Oh. Sorry, I have my Nightbot set to like certain, like the default settings. I'll probably have to update that too at some point. Let's see if you do any more damage. Not bad. Ew, gooey. Yeah, Woke Trio, brand new to this game. Its previous form is called Wigglet. I'll let you imagine what that looks like. Let's finish you off with Play Rough. Probably should have did that instead of Draining Kiss. Critical hit. Ooh, nice. Mega Horn? Mega Horn. It's not a bad attack. I don't know if I want to sacrifice anything. Well, I could always teach you Surf again. Crabominal. I'm pretty sure that's part fighting, so you sure. Time for the shiny ape. The mean green machine themselves. Tides ebb and flow. It's time for a raging tidal surge. Crabominal. Alright. I'm gonna terrestrialize. I'm pretty sure my Primeape just turns into a fighting version still. Yeah. I wish by default they had like a different typing when they do this. Prepare the rigging for a big transformation. My Pokemon's gonna rock the boat. Alright, what do we got? Oh, just water. Okay. Oh, what am I doing? Dark is... I had that backwards. Oh, Kufu's coming. Blah, blah, blah. Hang in there. Whatever. Yeah, I should have not used the Dark type attack, because he would be holy crap. Yikes. Low kick. Cross chop. Let's go for broke. I don't think Look would have killed it. Oh, damn it. Dodge it! Dodge it! Oof. I got smushed. Oh, no, hey. That's why we're all here, right? Twitch is video games. I love talking about video games. Oh, yes. Laugh it up, buddy. Palmat. Teach this fool a lesson. Spark him up. A good night, sweet prince. Damn it, Primeape got none of that experience. Volton Velusa, you're a lively one, aren't you? A little too lively, if I do say so myself. This guy was actually closer in level to me than I'm the last gym leader, at least. A loss as refreshing as the air at the morning market. I'm just like a helpless little Magikarp to you, flopping around all willy-nilly. You got me good, I'll tell you. What a great catch you are. Just like a master fisher. You held on tight till the last second and reeled in victory.
Why is the gym here and not in the actual port town? That just dawned on me now.
Now it's time to hand over a gym badge to you. And let's get a real good photo together using a pose I've been waiting to try out for a while now.
That's funny. I like that. This guy's a fun gym leader.
Pokemon up to level 35 will be easier to catch and listen to you when you ask them to do things.
I don't know if that's where my whale is, though. I think my whale's stronger still. Chilling water.
Alrighty. It's about time I headed back to my restaurant and get prepping for the next wave. You come back to see me again now, you hear?
But maybe, just maybe, my whale loves me enough at this point that it will listen to me. Pardon me, hello. Are you also a member of the Elite Four? Because you look like you would be. You just defeated a gym leader, and your name is Chris, if I recall correctly. Tell me, do you seek to become a champion? Yes, indeed. Just what I hoped to hear. You have a rare talent, especially for your age. Aim higher, greater heights are within your reach. Oh, but I've gotten ahead of myself. I'm Kita, chairman of the Pokémon... Oh, chairman. The organization that runs these gyms. As you seem to be collecting gym badges, I suspect we'll meet again down the line. Until then, good day to you. I bet she uses poison types. Calling it now. Sandwich that just... Yeah, I've not actually tried making my own sandwich yet. I probably should get on that. I'm going to take a quick look, though, and see. I can't remember if it's 35 or 37. 38. Okay, yeah. It probably won't listen to me still, but... Oh, I didn't know there was an auto heal button. Okay, I have to actually revive it. Well, Citadel, someday you'll like me. Actually, I need to go down this way. Oh no, there's a Pokemon Center up here. Follow me! Follow me! It's so funny looking. It's an ice type, like pure ice, so it's kind of not the best, but I always use Pokemon that I like. That's why my teams are never balanced. Oh, here's where I bend you. Goodbye, forever. I know Sans. He has a cool song. And I know Deltarune is a sequel to Undertale, I think. But that's about it. Alright. What do we got in stock, my man? Ultra Balls, by chance? No, still no Ultra Balls, but... Well, Nest Balls are kind of crap. Oh well. It's only been 3 gyms. I should have assumed I wasn't ready for that. Half correct. Which part did I get? Well, I'm pretty sure I got Sans right. So is it not a sequel? Come back and see us. Oh, okay. Alright, I'm just going to try something out real quick. But I need a group of Pokemon to do so. Where's the group when you need them? Alright, well maybe this will work. Whoa! Where'd you come from? Well, I guess this will help test things too. Alright, buddy, you gonna listen to me? Starting off good. Now, will you fight random Pokemon for me? Nope, still won't do that, huh? Okay. So yeah, I don't think it's gonna listen to me still. Yeah. Damn you. Alright. I don't think I'm gonna do another gym tonight, but just to see, where would that be? What are you? Is that a normal gym badge? Wow. That'll be easy. So there's a gym there. And there's this person who's probably also about as strong as this guy was. Where's she at? There she is, okay. Oh, it's this one. She was on one of the promos. Okay, she's the electric type gym leader. Maybe I'll go there next. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. There's also another Titan over there. And another base. Yeah, I'll head over here next, I think. Alright, you know what? I'll leave it up to you guys in chat. Yes, I am a fan of Kirby. I love Kirby. Should I do another gym tonight, or is this a good place to call it? Let me know your thoughts. I got one yes. What say you, not Diego? Alrighty, one more gym to go. Electric. Actually, yeah, Clogslider. This is a good team. Dementio. I know I'm probably wrong, but is that the one from Kirby 64? Also, I should probably map where this thing's at. Oh, not Diego. Have you been doing a lot of the raids? I haven't tried any online ones yet. Oh, zoom out, zoom out. Let's go here. I'll do more of the star bases like next time. Gym battles where I want to get it though. Ooh, looks like a big city too. Hello, Rookity. Goodbye, Rookity. Ones I find don't have online for Nintendo, so I can't do those. Ah, okay. Yeah, I've only been doing the solo ones too. They're fun. I bet like post-game, just like in the last one, there'll be a lot more like raids for legendaries. I'm excited to do that stuff. Alright, where's this city? There we go.
Beep beep, out of my way. Coming through. Alright, this is going to be a huge city. Got kind of a bop. Hey, Mr. Fancy Pants. Well now, Chris. You appear to be progressing well on your gym circuit. Alright, this dude totally looks like he's Elite Four material. He's got the green hair and everything. What's this now? Is this that kid I've been hearing so much about? Hey kiddo, I heard you're like way too good at battling, yeah? Yes. I like to think of myself as an expert. You got some spirit, big shot. This young lady would be Rika. That's me, Rika here, at your service. So interesting suspenders. And hey, I know I'm pretty, but no need to get intimidated or anything. She's a little farcical, shall we say. But like myself, she's a member of the Elite Four. Called it. What? I wasn't trying to be funny. Anyway, tell me something, kiddo. You'll look fun, like interesting. At a glance, anyway. Naturally, he's one of our Academy's esteemed students. Oh, yeah, that checks out. But the battles you'll face at these gyms really ratchet up the further you go. Indeed, your average trainer abandons the challenge at roughly this very point. But not you, right, kiddo? See you when you hit the champion assessment. You show these gyms what you've got. Best of fortunes to you. I'm gonna say she uses probably flying types. Welcome to the Levinica. Is it Levinica? Levinica Gym. I wasn't really paying attention to the name of the town. Great. Now, in order to face gym leader, is it Iono? I'm gonna say Iono. You first need to pass the gym test. Here at Levincia. Okay. Levincia Gym, that means starring in one of Iono's streams. Hey, streaming. So, we want you to dazzle her audience with your skills and rack up those subscriptions. Just head outside and you'll soon find out what you'll need to do. Now get out there and have some fun. Am I gonna have to like swing a sandwich board around saying please subscribe? Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Iono Zone. Hey, hey, hey. Your eyeballs are mine, caught in my electro web. Who's a what's it? Iono, I'm the gym leader here. Hello, hola, ciao, and bonjour. Why am I looking so bewildered? Oh snap, look at you, already a master of Iono Ease. Now, your first rodeo, or not your first rodeo then, eh? I'm sure you're going through a lot of them. Shiny hunting in this game is a different breed, I feel like. Lots of Pokemon death. And I hope this doesn't come out as too much of a surprise, but you're being broadcast live to the world right now. Smile! Anyway, Challenger, thanks for coming out to Levincia Gym to see me. I'm super happy you're here, but I'm also a bit of a celeb, you know? I'm all kinds of busy. So I can't collab with you unless I know you can bring in those sweet, sweet viewer I gotta make sure you can bring some real passion to my stream. Yo ho ho ho. And so, if you want to battle me, you're gonna have to help me make this live stream a viral hit. Got it? I can tell you just can't wait to get started. Well then. Allow me to explain the plan. Come on out, Mr. Walksabout. You again. Oh, Chris, what a coincidence meeting you here. Say what? Did you guys know each other or something? This here dude had a real aura about him when he was walking down the street, so I snatched him up for my dealio here. I think she's like a VTuber, right? That's like her whole shtick. You are too kind. That's why she kind of appears like every time. Well, anyhow, Chris, since you're today's challenger, I'm gonna have you play hide and seek with Mr. Walkabout here. Look for the good gentleman using the street surveillance cameras. Find him 3 times, and you can consider the gym test passed. That's pretty weird. How's that related to streaming? We need a better name for this challenge, though. I'll call it Where in Lavencia is Mr. Walkabout? You think the title's safe? There's nothing iffy about it or anything, right? Whatevs. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to go. Get ready to hide Mr. Walkabout. I feel I owe the Pokemon League for many past favors, so I'm more than happy to help. Do bear with me as I try my best in this allocated role. What a square. Mayhap our dapper gentleman is ready. Hey, Mr. Walkabout, you good to go? Yes, I am. Ready he be. Now Mr. Walkabout is hiding somewhere in this video feed, friendo. I see him already. Open those eyes wide like a Magnemite and get to searching. Ready or not, here our challenger comes. How do I start? Oh. Oh dear, it seems you found me. Yeah, you weren't really hiding very good. I found him. Woo! I'm one cool kid. Well then, before we move on to the next round, let's make things a little more interesting. You could have a battle with one of my fans. Get out of here, you silly Pokemaniac. I think the Pokemaniacs look really funny in this game. The Iono Hype Squad is here. Long live the Iono Zone. Marty. I like how it's all Gen 1 Pokemon too that he's got on him. Oh, I probably should have changed you, huh? And healed you. Yeah, I think her design's pretty cool. This is very interesting, I'll say. I did not like finding the Sunflora. I know, right? What can I say? You got that one blank spot. You got to put something there. But based on what he has, I bet it would have been a Magmar, so it looked like he just had butt cheeks on his chest. Because that is a Dragonite, right? Pretty sure that's what that top one is. And you win! Well done, Challenger Friendo. Time for a change of scenery. So I just gotta talk like this on my stream and I'll get more viewers, right? Here we go. The next stage for my totally rad test. Everybody loves it. It's the Pokemon Center. Mr. Walkabout is once again hiding in the feed somewhere. Panic? Find him quick.
Okay, this time I don't see... I mean, unless that's him. Oh, and here I thought I blended into my surroundings quite well. Mr. Walkabout's been found once again. I knew you were something special. Let's spice things up again before moving on to ye old next round. See, I kind of like that there's actually Pokemon battles as part of this test. That's better than the Sunflower one for sure. And I mean, the first one was okay with the olive, but actually, yeah, you did fight trainers in that first one. Yeah, so far the Sunflower one's the only one you haven't fought trainers in. At least in my experience. Oh, I forgot to... Well, I don't have a chance to do this, I guess, so... Hey, would you like to try something, Citadel? Nice. Thank you for listening for once. Flaffy. Putting one whale out for another. Mudshot. Ooh, Primate leveled up. Nice. Rage Fist, huh? That sounds... Rage Fist. Oh, it's a ghost type attack. Oh, Well, let's get rid of Fury Swipes. Rage Fist. Nidoking, Fanny Pack, Rhydon, Gyarados, Kangaskhan, and... Yeah, I guess that is a Dragonite, right? And you win. Well done, Challenger Friendo. There's no stopping you. Master of Seeking and Master of Battling. You're the real deal. Alrighty then, time for a change of scenery. Ooh, Magnezone. The last stage will be this place right here. The Battle Court, where battles are a raging. Can you find Mr. Walkabout amongst these randos? Well, let's find out. Ready... Go. There he is, on the boat. My, admirably done. I hope you will find your treasure in your independent study with just as much ease. Woo! My subscriber numbers are on the rise like a super fast Electros crawling out of the ocean. I mean, I'm getting a cut of this, right? I'm making you money. I mean, congratulations on passing my gym test. Hot diggity dang, what a good time, huh? You had people on the edge of their seats worldwide. I bet I could have some super rad streams by collabing with you, Chris. So hey, when you're ready, just hit up my lobby staff. They'll get you all set up to collab with me. Lickety split, I'll be ready to go whenevs. Alright, Citadel. Let's put you down there. I wonder if they have anything on their backs. Hey, look over here. Nope. I see Ano gave your performance a thumbs up. Amazing job, Chris. Well done on clearing the gym test. You've now earned the right to challenge the gym leader. Best of luck. I am indeed ready.
Loading screens, loading screens. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? It's got some monster teeth. Your eyeballs are mine, caught in my web. Who's a what's it? Ayano. Hello, hello, hola, ciao, and bonjour. It's time for the Ano Zone, everybody. Today's challenger is flying high like a Watrel. A Watrel. It's Chris. Yay! How you feeling about this battle, Chris? Ready to do my best. Boom, we got a straight talker, eh? No nonsense, I like it. Alrighty then, who's ready to see me kick some butt? Looks like you're all getting hyped. Ah, thank you much, Electro King. Just pretty confident. Let's get the show on the road. How strong is our challenger? I don't know. Let's find out together. Oh man, you're getting pretty lucky though with all these shinies. What'd you get this time? Oh, Watrel. Alright, well that kind of... Give me a battle that'll electrify all my viewers, pal. Oh, so... basically the evolved version of this bird, right? Watrel? You know what? Toxic Spikes first. Oh! That's the worst. Damn, I feel you, man. Oh yeah, her Pokemon are pretty weak. Yeah, you gotta bring out like a... You gotta get like a Scizor, man. Use that false swipe. Belly Bolt. I will keep current Pokemon. Oh, you have 4 Pokemon. Interesting. Yay! Yeah, this Clogsire is pretty damn good. It's well balanced. Or well rounded, I should say. I wouldn't say well balanced. Cookie Clicker. I've never heard of that actually. I'm gonna say 40 hours. Lexio, keep. I could probably just terrestrialize now. I don't think I'm gonna change unless. I mean, she probably has the Magnemite, right? So maybe I'll wait. Is that 1,500 hours? Damn. What is Cookie Clicker? I'm gonna have to look that up. It's 1,500 hours worth of fun. I'm sure it's something I would enjoy too. See, this is really where scaling would have been really nice, because I'm just like wiping the floor with her. Oh, you have a Miss Magius. Let's go for the clean sweep here. Oh no, this isn't good. Loyal fans, I need to hear you cheering. Give me all you got. I don't know if this does much to you. Come forth, shiny light bulb. I'm not done yet. Iono power, go.
Yeah, I've never heard of it. You know, for having 2 Magnemites in her hair, I'm surprised she had no Magnemite-related Pokemon. Ugh. Alright. I don't think you have Levitate. Okay, she does have Levitate. Damn. Well, I mean, I still got your number. Poison Jab should probably do the job. Come on, Cloggy, don't hurt yourself. Nice. I like Miss Magius. Oh, Tikata almost went up a level 2. You're as flashy and bright as a 10 million volt thunderbolt, friendo. Our challenger came out victorious. Well done, Chris. Woo. I'm so stiff. I hate to say it, but I lost. Thanks for cheering me on. Anywho, my loyal fans. Well then, what does our challenger get for beating me, the lean, mean, streaming queen? I'll tell you, Chris, you win a gym badge. Woohoo! Screen cap is quick. This will be a shot you'll want to save your brain space forever. Alright, screenshot taken. Oh, okay. I was like, where did her Magnemite go? Oh, false swipe. So for sure, Scyther gets it. I don't think Farfetch'd is in this game, but Farfetch gets it. Bye-bye, Zeus, the 4th gym badge. Pokepals up to level 40. Nice. Will be easier to catch. They'll listen to you when you ask them to do stuff. Citodile, or Citodle, I hope you finally listen to me now. Volt Switch, that's actually not a bad attack. I'm trying to think what else does false swipe. Those are the 2 that I know off the top of my head. If any of you found our electrifying battle to be shocking, go smash that subscribe button. Your eyeballs are mine. Caught in my electroweb. Who's a what's it? Ayano, the supercharged streamer. Catch you later. Now, are those really her teeth? Or is she just wearing like prosthetics? Because, ouch. To file those down, that would hurt so much. Oh, Chris, hola. Are you gonna fight me again? Caught you just when you finished up. That puts you 4 badges in now, right? Man, that's awesome. I can't believe you're halfway through your gym journey already. Your efforts are bearing so much fruit so quickly. Makes me want to just challenge you a battle right here, right now. Okay, but I'm gonna have to wait. Because I put together my team of Pokemon specifically to take on the gym leader, dang it. When I battle you, I want to do it under the best possible conditions, which means this time, I've got to ask for a rain check. This is the worst timing ever. Sorry, Chris. Forgive me, forgive me! All is forgiven. Alright, let's go test out my Citodile. I'm not sure if I'm saying this right or not, but... let's double check. I always have trouble with names. Where are you? Citodle. Alright, let's
Let's see if Ctottle listens now. And we'll take this for the sake of it. Ah, it's a struggle bug. Lame, lame. Alright. Oh. I think it's also a TM, so you might be able to learn or teach it to other Pokemon. I think in the older games it was a TM as well. Because I used to have an Absol that I would use as my like catching Pokemon, because it had Mean Look as well, so Pokemon couldn't run away. Yeah, heal me up. I can't remember why I was using Mean Look, because I don't remember if there were any Pokemon in Gen 3 or Gen 4 that ran away, but and then I also... Oh, and Thunder Wave. So I had those 3 attacks, and that was pretty good. It helped me catch just about everything. Alright, tell me you got something good on sale, my man. Alright, we got Luxury Balls now. Those are good. Still no Ultra Balls. I'm probably not going to get those for a little bit more then. Let's test out my whale. Alright, fight this Meryl. Okay, that's a good sign. Do you want to fight this trainer real quick? Christian, the office worker. Yeah, I'd say you're probably best off getting it from Scyther then. Scyther learns it pretty early on. Oh yeah, you're a steel fairy. I mean, this should still do something to you. Kind of hate how much it zooms in on your person. Alright, come on, hit. Damn, Klefki is a defensive powerhouse. I don't think Avalanche will do anything, but let's go for it. But passes the test. Listen to me the whole way through. Nice, I got my whale finally. I can finally use it. I'm gonna have to look and see when it evolves. Why, you meanie head. Sorry, dude. You should have said no. It's crickety. Okay, well. Yeah. Actually, let's go away from the Pokemon. So, as I said, I think that is going to do it for this evening. I'm a little sleepy. I had 2 Thanksgiving dinners, so it's finally catching up to me. But I do want to thank you guys for hanging out. Thanks for the chat. I do enjoy getting to talk with folks online. Oh, happy Thanksgiving to you as well, Jim. Didn't know you were here. But I am probably going to go lay down, so till next time, bye-bye.